Alright, looks like I'm live. So I'm gonna reface this with, really unfortunate, but, I set up a glitch during my normal adventures and the game crashed, so it canceled it out. This would have been an emblem skip glitch, would have stayed about 5 minutes. But estimate was made before this was found, so, oh well. But yeah, this is Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, so let's get started. We're gonna do all stories. That means we're gonna meet both of these things today. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So do you wanna explain this game?
Sure. This is Sonic Adventure 2 for the Nintendo GameCube and the Dreamcast and Xbox and whatever device you so happen to have it on. The beginning of the game, you play Sonic when you play Hero Story. Sonic is the speed section. He's mostly focused on reaching the end of the level, which is platforming, and that is your main objective. Maintain speed by spin dashing and just rolling and trying to maintain momentum as well as possible. And it's trying to make sure that I'm like in time with the Hunter's game, but it keeps buffering, so I'm just going to
Hey, I got C skip.
nice. Only like a few seconds behind, so that's C skip. Basically what it is when Sonic is rolling down that hill and he's able to maintain the speed by re-rolling after he goes over that speed pad, he can
Real bad
actually
cam.
launch himself out of bounds, which is a pretty interesting skip. It saves about like 30 seconds.
Yep. Although 20 seconds if you're me and just forget how to get onto a rail.
Well, either way, it's still time save. You land at the end of the section before the very infamous truck section where you have a gun truck chasing after you as you roll down the hill. Basically blind.
It's pretty fun. You try not to fly off. But yeah, I think we didn't really get the magnitude of that skip across. Like, people will reset on this skip for like well over 20 minutes.
Yeah, no. Because of how precise and annoying it is to get that skip, a lot of people will reset over it because of the amount of time that it saves and because of how precise it is. So it's a very irritating trick to get down consistently.
Yeah, and currently I'm playing this on the PC Steam release, which is the fastest version of the game released real time. We do go be by the in-game timer, but oh no, I take it I'm still speeding up and slowing down for no reason.
I have the audio muted, so well, I know that the stream is still buffering for me. That's for sure.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, because have you finished Bigfoot? 'Cause
Just
you're on
beat
the
Bigfoot.
last hit. Yeah.
So yeah, for that fight I just kind of jumped on the front of box and hit him on the head and repeated that 4 times.
Yeah.
So do you like RNG? I like RNG.
Yeah, welcome to Knuckles. The bane of a lot of people's existence, and for a good reason, because Knuckles stages are... The objective is to find the 3 hidden pieces of the Master Emerald hidden somewhere around, and you have to try and collect them as quickly as possible, but they are hidden in 3 random locations, and you have to use the hint monitors in order to try and locate them.
Yep, and sometimes, like, what happened there, I just kind of, like, even though I pressed the B button next to the monitor, I wasn't facing the exact right direction, so I didn't grab it. And it would be slow to go back and get it, so I kind of had to guess which one of the pieces it could have possibly been, and it can really just turn out to be a mess if you guess wrong, and then some things could just go really crappy. And then there's, like, free piece checks and all that stuff, so, like, you gotta make sure that you're, like, checking properly on, oh, here, here, and here. To see if there's a piece that you might be able to get before you actually have the radar or hint for.
Yeah, because unlike one of the most stupid and weird decisions they made between SetX and this game is they decided that you don't need to have the radar active for all three pieces at the same time. So even if you're standing right next to a piece, if it's not the order of which you collected it, you are not getting a radar for that piece.
I think honestly that probably just has to do with like the levels that they designed, because like I never thought of having all three raiders in Aquatic Minefield. Oh, that Eggman, he died. I forgot to talk about him. We shot him.
Yeah, you just run up and shoot Eggman. He's not very important or very threatening. He's not until later.
Yeah, Eggman 2 is a thing that exists.
Unfortunately. Yeah. Now we're playing as Tails, which is one of the more difficult portions of the run for a lot of people. Tails revolves around trying to maintain momentum despite the fact that the mech is very much tech controls, and controlled as such, it does not act like most platformers, and it is by nature much more difficult to control for a lot of people than either Sonic or Knuckles. You maintain speed by jumping around corners, and you usually have to try and shoot enemies to clear the path and make it through obstacles as quickly as possible. You'll often see Pyram shoot through walls or try and jump to shoot enemies beforehand. It's kind of reflex extreme reflex. Okay, so I'm not that far behind. Yeah, pretty much Tails is all about just trying to open doors before you reach them by shooting enemies and just trying to jump around corners and just maintain speed as best as possible given the controls that you have.
Yeah, currently we're playing Prison Lane, which I personally don't like too much as a level. But later on we get to Hidden Base, which I very much enjoy.
I did it!
Yeah, there seems to be a lot of contention with what each runner considers the worst Tail stage. Some people say it's Prison Lane, some people say it's Mission Street, some people say it's I guess now will be Eternal Legend because of the new skip that was
Yeah.
found.
Literally just the other day, we found a 40-second time save in Hero Story. I'm like, this is huge. This is like the biggest set time save that's been found since maybe 2011 or 2015, depending on who you ask. Either way, that's huge.
Yeah, there was a clip discovered near the start of the stage where effectively you have Tails jump into some boxes while he's breaking the ones below it, and then he's just out of bounds and he can just fly to the end level. It's really stupid.
It's great. But yeah, this is Metal Harbor. It exists. We're playing it. It's also really easy to die because there's a giant kill plane under me and I'm trying to like jump over it.
Yeah, the thing about Metal Harbor is that pretty much the entire
Ow,
time...
my face! Sorry.
Oh, yeah.
I
Oops,
just-
No, you're fine.
I kind of cut the edge there, like, I was fine, but then I went too far to the right.
Yeah, this the loops in this game have a lot of them have one-way collision, at least in this stage. In other stages, it's not exactly the case, but
Yeah, I think only Radical Highway is the only level that has loops with two-way collision, which is really weird. It makes no sense.
Pretty sure Pyramid Cave has two-way collision on this loop as well.
Does it really?
Have
I've
you
never
ever tried
gone.
going to the back.
You're right, I haven't.
I guess that's something to look into later.
Yeah.
But yeah, for as far as we know, this stage is the only one that I can think of right now that has one-way collision with the loops.
Well, I know Green Forest does.
Green Forest does. I'm pretty sure White Jungle has some that do and some that don't. So,
Yeah, I definitely know the very specific ones in watching. Well, anyways, we digress. Loops dumb, game fast.
yeah, not close to consistent. But you know, sometimes it's just like that.
It really do be like that sometimes. So we have a 40-second cutscene to watch. So I'm gonna set my controller down and just start to drink some soda.
Yeah, and of course this is the infamous Baker cutscene. everyone always talks about with this game. We're gonna see it twice because we're gonna see it from Shadow's perspective, and we're gonna see it from Sonic's perspective.
Yep. Hey man, at least it wasn't 180 where you have to watch it 6 times.
Yeah, that's always fun. Because who doesn't need more fake in their life?
Right. So yeah, Sonic rudely cuts off our boy Edgy the Hedgy. I can't believe I just said those words out loud.
I apologize to everyone.
Thank you. Thank you for apologizing for me.
Yep.
Yeah, he's gone.
Dead. That first hit where I just kind of walked into him. This game has a mechanic called storage where if you just kind of hold the action button when you walk into an enemy, the game thinks that you are in the somersault form, so you can effectively damage an enemy while just standing still. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah. Oh, Sonic doesn't, or Shadow doesn't fully leave the cutscene here. He just kind of stops. Also, you see him twice. You see the cutscene twice by playing through Hero and Dark Story in 180, and then the other 4 times are in Hero Boss Rush, Dark Boss Rush, and the All Boss Rush, where you collectively in those you see it 4 times. Also, this stage sucks because it really loves to throw you into the sky.
Yeah, the biggest problem with Green Forest is it's really hard in order to stay on the ground. There's a lot of vertexes, a lot of objects that can just kind of throw you off, and then ground collision doesn't always want to work for you. So,
yeah, like right now, it just did that. So normally you'd skip this loop, but instead, because I hit the speed pads, that becomes incredibly difficult to do. So I'm going to just jump over the side instead of just going directly into the hole.
Yeah, slightly faster still.
So we're going to be attempting a really silly skip coming up here.
Yeah, Green Forest wall run is very interesting.
And I got it!
Hey, there we go.
This skip's really hard.
Yeah. Effectively what you're doing is you spin dash on the side of that loop.
Okay, we got Moonshot. Oof, that was close.
Okay, good.
Sorry,
that's like one of the
you
most important parts.
Again! I keep doing that.
No, you're good. This is another one of those loops with the one-way collision I was talking about. And effectively what you do is you spin dash on the side of the loop, and the game still thinks that you have the auto run type thing that they give you whenever you're on said loops. So you're able to use that to stay attached to the tree and spin dash off the top part of it and land towards the end of what we like to call the bungee section.
Mm-hmm. All in all, it's very difficult, and I'm glad that I'm nailing all these hard tricks.
Mm-hmm.
So, Pumpkin Hill is an interesting stage, hint-wise. We mentioned that we have to recognize pieces by their first hint. What's interesting about this stage is that there are some very small differences, such as punctuation, that can denote where a piece is.
Yeah. And Punctuation Hill is kind of annoying in that you kind of have to remember, like, oh, the question mark means that it's going to be here, or the exclamation point means it's going to be here, or the slightly different word choice means that it's going to be in this location. But it's slightly better than the alternative with a lot of Bruise stages where you have one hint that denotes several pieces, and you don't know which one it is until you go over there.
You know, this was really good RNG. I actually probably gotten like a really low 30, but I took the rocket when I really shouldn't have. That was nuts.
Yeah, it was pretty good. Well, the way that piece generation kind of works is that the first and second pieces, the game generally tries to spawn as far away from it as it can, and then the third piece, it really doesn't care.
Yeah, the third piece is just trying to put where it wants as long as it makes a triangle.
Effectively.
So we got Mission Street. The stage is really loud, you might not be able to hear Ford anymore. Also, I didn't think I introduced you. That's my co-com, Ford373.
Yeah, so. Alright, so Mission Street, effectively, you're doing the same thing that you are in Prison Lane, just in a less tight space. You're destroying enemies and trying to progress the level as quickly as possible without stopping.
Goes like with the hover.
The hover is,
Oh, I failed it. Why did I fail it? Why do I suck?
it looked like that was gonna hit. The hover just effectively allows Tails to jump and float through the air, and by pausing and then unpausing or just pressing the A button twice in quick succession, you can actually gain a bit of height and make it to jumps that developers did not intend you to.
We're seeing a lot of that. Especially in Hidden Base, which is coming up a bit later.
Oh boy. So yeah, a big part of that is like jumping over this double metal boxes, which you probably already did, but I'm a little bit behind. As well as going underneath the bridge and then kind of flying over the barricade really fast. That's a lot of things that I don't think, well, outside of the flying of the barricade thing that I'm pretty sure that's intended, but jumping over the mailboxes definitely wasn't. And it just allows for a lot of really nice jumps that save a lot of time.
Yep. Unfortunately, I got
1.5 cycle.
1.5 cycle because I messed up weight hop at the beginning. The weight hop actually saves like an entire cycle, and so that'd be like 12 seconds.
Yeah, the weight cycles have the arrows on them. They're global. As soon as you enter the stage, they start moving. So the cycle that you get whenever you get up to the weight is the most important thing about the stage up until the very end tunnel section. It pretty much sets the pace for what you're going to get at your final time. Depending on how good you are at making it to those said weights determines like what cycle you try and go for. So a lot of people go for first cycle or half cycle or zero cycle.
That was a little tough.
And the reason why it's called zero cycle is because originally it was thought to be task only or something like that.
Yeah,
And
we just didn't
first
really know
cycle-
we could do it. Like, we didn't even know we could get it on the way to start.
So people thought that first cycle was the fastest one. Then they're like, hey, you can go faster than that. So they call that zero cycle, and then the one the task gets is negative first cycle, negative half cycle.
I think it's negative half cycle, but now with Mission Street Wall Run being in the task, I think it's negative first cycle.
Yeah.
Maybe even more. So there's a lot of free piece checks that I'm doing that you're not really gonna be appealing. Hey! Well, that one you noticed because it worked. And yeah, that's a nice piece.
Yeah,
This-
that's
Darn good RNG. Holy heck. Do you want to clip out because reasons? Game work.
yeah. Sign. You can if you.
Oh crap! Almost died.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
Because of that, you gotta. Flip. I think you have to dig in the center in order to get that one, and then there's another one where you have to like dig closer towards the corner.
Yeah, there's. It's weird. Digging pieces is weird. I don't like them. Because you can't see
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, digging up pieces can be kind of finicky, especially when they're in dangerous spots like underweights. Death Chamber has some of those, and
Must be over there.
it's really detest them because they're really annoying.
So. We're gonna be driving. No, there's nothing more to explain. Definitely not going to explain why I am backwards and drifting. Who would explain that?
Who would? But I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to say that if you turn into a wall, you can have Tails turn around, and now you can drive backwards. So this is a thing that can be done. I don't know why, but it is.
These stages were well made.
Yeah, indeed. So pretty much Tails is going to be drifting because the speed cap for drifting is higher than the speed cap for normally driving. It's the maximum speed that you get to after the end of a boost. So you can pretty much obtain that by drifting wherever you go, and it doesn't matter if you're going forwards or backwards. The cap is the same.
Yeah, and same with the controls. It is literally just this model with offside. These stages were made. Oh yeah, they allow us to change music in the community. That's like something that's allowed. So I've only changed one song in the entire game. It's the kart racing song, and now we're listening to Gas Gas Gas.
Shouts to Initial D. Nothing too intense really with the 101. Like, effectively, it's just get from the start to the end.
We have time for like one donation here.
Yeah.
Well, we have none, but quick overview of some donation incentives we have going. Which monkey to play as on Super Monkey Ball? Baby has $15 and the other three have none. The Grand Stream Saga Witch Girl, no donations there yet. Arcia, Arame, Mario Kart 64, which character to play as? Toad and Lead, Yoshi, Yoshi and Lead, $2, Toad, $1, each, none. Super Smash Brothers Brawl, Save Witch Princess Zelda with $20 each, none.
Alright. And also there's one donation incentive, not Bed War, coming up at the end of this one. Whereas there's a glitch exhibition, which I don't think has anything towards it currently, but it's a $50. Oh, this is Hidden Base. I didn't get Bullrun, I'm sad. No frame perfect.
Yep, there is indeed a $50 incentive for that. Also, Hello Kitty Roller Rescue, when we get to that, there is one for play as Hello Kitty in a swimsuit.
That's somebody's. I'm not gonna finish that joke.
Yeah,
That is a wise decision.
I agree.
Alright. So yeah, we're breaking the stage. I don't know if you really realize that, but it's happening.
Oh, that was an unfortunate jump there.
Yeah, no, that was entirely my fault though.
Yeah,
I wish I could blame it on something else, but my hands just didn't. So yeah,
Don't.
yeah, hand RNG, muscle RNG, let's go. Oh my gosh, my muscle RNG is everywhere. Yeah, so I'm jumping over a lot of things, and that's because when they made this stage, they were like, alright, so we know how high Tails can jump. Nobody would ever find a way to jump any higher, so let's just not make collision above that. Because that would take time. So we can do this. Because we can go higher than they thought we could. Broken.
No real invisible walls to be spoken of here. So that's cool. Frankly, invisible walls are kind of unnecessary, so especially in a situation like this. You should get the sub too.
I did. I'm not happy with it, but I still got it.
That was easy.
Alright.
I have a pretty high self-standard for Hidden Base where I put myself to, and if I don't get sub 155, I'm usually pretty sad. I try to aim for sub 150, but I know that's pretty unlikely if I go to pole jump and miss it. So that was a few seconds. This is Pyramid Cave. This level really sucks.
Yeah, Pyramid Cave is pretty much a lot of trying to maintain speed by the odds. Rolling down that first hallway is a lot more difficult than it looks because you're constantly shifting sides and trying to like maintain speed optimally. And then Pioneer just did what is known as a mock super bounce by positioning himself between the box and wall, spin dashing, and then hold a jump. It just kind of gives you a lot of height. And now Sonic has bounce bracelet, which allows him to bounce and, you know, a lot of height when he probably shouldn't.
Yep. For whatever reason, when you're moving upwards in the ball form and you hit a wall, all of your horizontal speed is transferred into vertical speed. And, you know, moving upwards in the ball form is exactly what the bounce bracelet does. It's what it does best. It's the only thing it does, other than set you downward and all that. Unless you know, bounce excel, but...
Yeah, but then you're still going downward, technically.
Yeah. Oh, you can also do this. That's technically downwards as well.
Yeah, downwards in relation to where Sonic is, at least.
Yeah.
That's pretty much called snake skip. So by using that snake,
Please.
Sonic gains skewed gravity.
Game. No, I'm getting bullied. I'm getting bullied, dude.
Oh no, the ghost pit.
That was unfortunate. That was some
Yeah, I guess-
spaghetti.
Kind of this feels bad. Says, Miner just kind of missed the railing, but not really. The rail detection in this game is not great.
Yeah, no, as you can see, I probably clicked a little bit through the model of the rail. It just didn't like me.
Like slightly too far left, so it was basically saying no. You did not. Land this, you do not get to have a good time.
Made me sad.
Not for the bane of a lot of people's first playthroughs with this game. Death Chamber is a very, very interesting stage. Not exactly the most fun, but it's something.
Yeah, we have death strats, because of how piece generation works. So we mentioned before that the first two pieces like to spawn far away from each other. This is abusable here. By getting a first piece in the blue room, if we don't get that, we can simply restart the stage, and then taking Knuckles and shoving him into a fire, we can get a pretty darn high chance to get a piece in the red room, which is the room that we spawn in. As you can see, just right now, proof of concept. And then, voila! Saves a ton of time.
Yeah, like, just dying after a blue first piece has such a high probability of giving a second piece in the red room that it's usually just worth it to die multiple times until you eventually get a respawn piece. That is, unless you like, run out of lives, in which case, it's not worth it anymore.
And there we go. Finishing Death Chamber. In quick time.
Yeah, this is perfect.
Yep.
Now we have Boom Boo. He sucks.
Yeah, Boom Boo is a very interesting boss in that I'm not sure if it was. I'm pretty sure it wasn't intended, but you can actually kill him in one cycle because normally when you hit him the first time, he speeds up to the point where it's a lot harder to catch him. But if you hold a very specific up-left angle, you can catch up to him and continually get hits on him despite the fact that he is going faster than the developers intended for you to be able to catch him at this speed.
Yep. And if you miss it, it wastes 40 seconds. It's great.
Yeah, it is possible to recover from messing up getting the dig at least once though, so that's nice.
But yeah, it's just one of those bosses that's very, very punishing, and despite not being all that difficult in comparison to some of the other strats in the run, it is certainly rough if you miss it.
Yeah, the time loss to time gain if you miss it ratio is very skewed.
So now we're gonna be doing a different strat, which is a bad strat. Like it's not fun. It's not cool. And I failed it like twice.
Yeah, so
Man, he's just not playing nice with me. He's really not. He just doesn't like me.
Golem doesn't like a lot of people.
That's very correct. Why would he do this?
Wow.
I'm even gonna have to ask him politely to not do this. Oh my god, I had no rings. I thought I was dead.
Yeah, that was
Ouch,
sketchy.
this is my body that is being hurt. I can't believe that hit. I don't know how that worked.
This is bit all over the place.
Yeah, no, that was not.
Nice try, Rocky.
But hey, at least you landed behind him for the last hit.
Yeah, that was a 54. Whatever. Oh man, that certainly happened. So, there's a new skip here. That was found like literally just like what, 4 days ago or something.
Earlier this week, yeah.
We mentioned it earlier on the run. Now we're going to do it.
Yep. It's the last tail stage, and it is also one of the most busted.
Here we go. We're going to run at these bosses. First try.
Hey. So yeah, that's the new Eternal Engine skip I was talking about earlier, where if you jump into the boxes and then shoot them, you make the big metal box come down on Tails' head, and instead of doing what classic Sonic games would do and have it just straight up kill you, you fall to the floor.
Yeah. And luckily, because we have hover, this is very useful. Because now we can just fly to the end of the level.
Yeah.
Like, there's really nothing stopping us. It's like kill planes, but like, not where we're going.
Yeah, the planes are very, very far off because they don't expect you to be out here.
Yeah. It's great. I love it.
Yep. Also, shoutouts to this being the first time this trick was done in a marathon, so
Yeah.
this is a momentous time in history for
Definitely.
this game.
So now we're gonna fly over here and we're gonna land on an invisible platform. And we're gonna hold this angle, then we're going to turn around and hold this angle, and we're going to hit the wall ring.
I did it!
This stage just doesn't exist anymore. It's great. There you go. That is 134.
Not too
I
shabby.
gotta do better next time.
Yeah, landing that clip first try is very precise, so it's a good thing that Piner got it.
Yeah, I don't think I missed anything. I got CE skip, I got Green Forest Wall Run, I got that first try.
Well, there's one more big hurdle that we've yet to get to, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. First, we got Meteor Hurt.
Yeah, that we do. So by drill diving on there and then hopping off, I can actually gain a lot of speed. It's cool. Ooh, switch to Cage. That's a pretty rare piece.
Oh yeah. Meteor Hurt is Knuckles probably. I want to say it's his biggest stage, but that's kind of Pumpkin Hill. But this is still rings a bit true. I don't know, a lot of Knuckles stages are really huge either way.
Yeah. There are a few
but this-
really tiny ones though.
Yeah, Aquatic Mine specifically is not very big, and Wild Canyon's also very confined.
Nice RNG, dude. It's pretty nice.
Yes, that's pretty good.
It's it's above average, actually, looking at it now. Hey, sub 50. You know what? If the game isn't bowling me to give me a 50, that's fine.
I mean, there's no floating zone, so
Yeah, no lighting sun above a moon. There's only 2 times I want to see that piece, and that's when I get to show off confirmed piece sets. There's probably more times, but I just have to look them up. That's slow. Yeah.
it looks like you'll be going into Rouge. Time for handstand threats.
Did you find my
That's a
emerald?
good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
The thing about Rouge's AI in this fight is that when you're in the air, she basically is very much not aware to the fact that he's about to be attacked. So the strat is to continually jump up in the air and drill dive so that you can just not have her fight back.
Great.
And then you can see her just bouncing in the cutscene. That's a weird thing that Sonic Team included, but nonetheless, it is a feature.
Yeah, it's even more intense than the Dreamcast version.
Yeah. The fact that they kept it kind of proves my point.
So there's a big skip in this level.
Mm-hmm.
It's called Crazy Gadget Skip Skip.
It's one of the biggest level skips right next to the Eternal Engine skip that you saw earlier.
This saves about a minute overdoing the stage normally. A little bit less. So it's pretty crazy. See if we can get it first try. No, I can't. Oh, more second try. Skip's really hard, guys. Like, actually, this is an incredibly difficult skip.
This is not easy.
Ah, this is just bad. I'm just not aiming properly. I need to aim properly instead. What we're doing is we're wiggling between two like really close together kill planes. Can I just stop dying? Thanks. And if I die one more time, I'm just doing the normal skip. So I'm bad. And it's actually incredibly precise. I wonder if I stand in a different position this time. Hey, I got it. Now, maybe I should just stand there all the time. Now I need to fall through the goal. And that's a little bit far away. We should good? Yep, got it. There we go. First try.
There we go. First try. Yeah, this is very interesting. The normal CG skip that personally I do is also interesting because you end up in the next room, which a lot of people dub as the acid room, and you have to try and make your way out while your gravity is still turned in the direction that you saw, where it's towards the left instead of going straight upward. So it's going to be really weird. Or get out of that room, but anyway, this is Eggman 2 that we were talking about earlier.
How is this working? Okay, I was gonna say, how is the AI Manipstrat working? Because it didn't. I messed with the AI Manip, but that's okay.
Yeah, there's like an invisible wall that Eggman won't go past, so you can just kind of have him walk into that for a bit and then shoot him. Makes life a lot easier.
Mm-hmm.
In Tales 2 Fight, it's the same thing.
This is Fun Rush. So the stage exists for like a whole 16 seconds. It's really fun.
Yeah.
Goodbye, world.
The first like few seconds of Final Rush, you do a bounce, or for people who are so inclined, you just jump off the railing by doing a rail switch. And then you maintain a certain angle for a bit, and then you turn, and then you maintain another angle for a bit. And eventually, you'll see the end of the stage coming to view. And then we just land on the go ring at the end, and effectively skip the whole stage. And thank goodness for that, because this stage is a lot of people's not favorites, including myself.
Yeah, it has a cool trick in it, but like, other than that, no thanks, please.
Yeah. There is one last kill plane that we avoid at the end, but that's why we go slightly to the right of the middle of those three towers.
Mm-hmm.
And it just saves a lot of time
No problem.
to overdoing the cool skip that Pine was talking about earlier.
Yeah. The cool one, basically, you just kind of run up a wall. It's really slow.
Mm-hmm.
In the end, it's unfortunately slow. You can't beat the stage in under 2 minutes, though.
Yeah.
In, yeah, like, over very well executed skipless, the skip saves about 30 seconds. And that strategy he's on.
Yeah. Pretty much you can continually homing attack and get Shadow stuck in a chain, because he will always, if you're trying to homing attack him, well, after the first at least, jump into a ball, so you can homing attack him after he comes out of his homing attack and damage him. So
I did it.
alright, and that's Hero Story.
Yeah, so now we have to watch a cutscene to get an emblem. It's actually required to watch the cutscene and the credits because we need both the story emblems to unlock the last story, which is required for all stories.
Oh boy. Didn't even notice Tommy was in the chat to critique your play.
Yeah. He's been, he said he expects Sandwalking and CWSS. You're gonna be neither of those. Yeah, we're just watching this. The donation, if we have any.
Still none.
Still none, Well, people should donate,
I agree.
because it goes to a
Mm,
fantastic
yeah.
cause.
You can also check your DMs.
Okay. Some people say that the SA1 version of this game, yep. No, this song is better. Some people said the SA2 version is. YouTube, by you two, I mean everybody in the stream, because there's definitely not 26 of you, there's only 2 of you. Y'all can fight over which one you like more, I guess, if you want. That needs to be a hot topic of debate.
Obviously, SA1 version is better because, yeah.
See, SA2 version falls more in line with my music tastes.
I remember reading a YouTube that kind of resonated with me, where it said that the SA1 version represents Sonic's heart, while the SA2 version represents Sonic's as person, and I like that. That's a good philosophy to go by, and it's kind of how I see it.
See, and like the reason that I like the SD2 version more is that just I prefer it to the like whole 90s kind of like woohoo, you know, like high pitched yelling kind of rock. I totally beefed sounding anything proper, but I promise it meant something in my head.
Yeah, he wasn't intending to sound like Mario. It was just a complete coincidence, I swear.
Oh my god.
Galaxy was a couple hours ago, guys. I promise you.
I promise, not right now. That's certainly. So we're gonna play Dark Story now. So it'll like Iron Gate.
Well, if you don't, too bad.
Yep. We're gonna be playing the stage right now. Yo guys, A-check world record pace. That's always a good aim, right?
Oh yeah. You were world record base whenever you clicked on Hero Story.
Yep. Don't worry about that. That was my phone. I forgot to turn it to shut up. Yeah, it's not called silent anymore. It's called shut up.
Don't forget to put your phone in the shut up mode when you're in the movie.
Indeed.
Alright, so Eggman has a lot of waiting.
Yeah, especially in the stage.
Yeah, Eggman stages are kind of known for having a lot of auto-scrollers. And,
There's only like a few of them that we do though. It's like 3 out of the more than 3.
Yeah, I mean, if you count what is it? That one stage, Sand Ocean, it kind of has autocrollers in the way that it works.
I mean, that's fair. So I think I'm 15. Or no, it was like 114. Well, anyways, Eggman's headbanging now. I'm just waiting around. Don't worry about why. It's actually, so this is why. I'm gonna grab these power sneakers, as the in-game manual calls them, to, go really fast. By grabbing at the right time, the elevator will be at bottom, and I can just kind of zoom through.
Yeah. Eggman grabbing the speed shoot is actually a lot faster than just walking out the elevator once it gets to the bottom, because again, you're just waiting around anyway, so you might as well.
Oh
make
my
yourself
god.
go faster.
Game bullied me real hard.
Yeah, I hate that switch. You can just kind of jump and shoot into it, but I don't know how to make that work, so I struggle.
So, because Ford insisted on calling them power sneakers, I'm going to pause the game and open up the in-game manual to show you all why he's wrong. It's not
He didn't call them power
he didn't call them power sneakers. That's what's wrong. He didn't call them power sneakers. He called them speed shoes. I'll show you guys that. Where's the how to play? Okay, I'll do it later. When I figure out where the how to play menu is.
They are the shoes of the fast, so. I call them what I see.
Yeah, this is hot shot. We're gonna bop him on the head.
Yeah. Hotshot doesn't like being booped on his snoot.
Alright.
And it's faster to boop his snoot in the air. So.
There it is, right at the top of the screen, confirmed right there. Alright.
Well, I know what they're called, but I'm still going to call it the, whatever I feel like. Just like, it's called the magnetic shield, I'll call it lightning shield. I don't care.
There you go. That's the thing.
I live by my own rules.
This is Dry Lagoon. Rouge. Rouge is really brutal. Rouge is a lot more brutal than Knuckles, RNG-wise. There's a lot of awful things that can happen really soon. Let's see if they start to happen. It's mini surgery. Hey, dude, I don't want them to happen. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to run around and look for a piece that might just be sitting out in the open, because I don't want to come back here, because that takes forever. Thank you. And there's a ton of them that you can see. So now I have to go all the way to the top.
Hey, nice piece.
Nice. Oh, wait, it's on the other side, not Bumbo.
Yeah, Dry Lagoon has a lot of running around like a moron looking for random free pieces. It's very, very annoying. It's like whenever you lose your keys, and then you're just like, where did I put them? And you start searching around your house. It's effectively the same thing, except there's a time on it. Not in the game specifically, but because of the speedrun. Except in Security Hall, where there actually is a time limit.
So apparently, there's still this one thing that's happening on stream, where I'm speeding up occasionally. So I already talk fast as is, so I'm gonna try to slow that down a little bit, just out of courtesy. We got Sand Ocean. This level has a lot of really dumb things. You ready? Because I'm not.
Yeah, neither am I. There is there's a strat in that stage where if you die and like land in the sand at a specific way, I don't even know exactly how it works, but effectively what you do is you put Eggman into a state where he's walking on the sand, but he's also levitating into the air, and then you have an enemy push you down by dropping some bombs on you. You can effectively skip like, I'd say 70% of the stage by going to the end using the Mystic Melody statues.
Yeah, so basically you need to hit a balloon and have it pop on the same frame that Eggman enters sand. This is known as sand walking, and yeah, you just kind of slowly walk over to the Mystic Melody.
Yep.
Like Ford had said. And yeah, skips 70% of the stage. It actually doesn't save as much time as it sounds like. Alright, I love physics. We're gonna try that again.
Is this what I think it is? It is what I think it is.
Yeah, it saves like, what? It's either 15 to 30 seconds. I can't. I'm bailing from that one. That's not gonna work. I had no speed.
We get an answer from Tommy Easy in the chat.
Fudge!
Gee, this is
This is not good. I pressed the A button. I didn't press it at the right time though. Maybe one day I'll say. Don't worry, guys. This is still like underestimate. There we go. That's what should happen the first 2 times. Other than getting stuck on the collision there and Eggman not wanting to jump afterwards.
that part was not intended. We don't talk about that part. It didn't happen. What part?
First try.
First try. But yeah, sandwalking is weird. TLDR, and waiting around for cycles sucks.
Yep.
But TLDR. I'm very glad you didn't go for that jump because you were not gonna make it.
You know me. Yeah, you can actually make that jump, but it's really sad when you don't.
Yeah. It is very sad and very far from what you wanted, so. Oh yeah, and that weight is on a global cycle, so every time you walk up to it... No, it's not on a global cycle, it's actually on a cycle as soon as it spawns into your vision. So whenever you walk up to that weight, it's always going to be going up. Every single time. So you can't really speed it up at all. Except by getting there faster, but again, it will still be on the same cycle regardless.
Right. So we got Radical Highway. We're gonna go New.
Shadow has a lot of new in this stage.
I'm gonna try some really cool shots. I'm probably not gonna get them. Alright, so I'm gonna walk over here, right? I'm gonna walk towards the edge. I'm gonna somersault. I'm gonna walk over here. I'm gonna do this.
Yeah. That's true.
So that was slower than doing it normally for me because I set it up incredibly slowly. But it looked way cooler, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. That's another one of those mock rounds, like what you saw in Pyramid Cave, where you just kind of position yourself to bounce off of that little side railing and then go up into the air. And there's a spring in that box that Pioneer homing attack. But you can actually kind of get into it from the right side, even though it's inside the mailbox, and make it up to the top. Sometimes it doesn't like working though, so a lot of people opt to not go for that strat.
Yeah, oh, that's the loops that have two-sided collision that we were talking about.
Yeah, that's why he's able to run onto it, so it's nice.
I did not mean to somersault, that's slow. Well, I didn't grab that checkpoint. Let's hope nothing catastrophic happens, like the game throws me off of its preset pattern. Preset course. It's happened before. I just, fall through a loop. That's also happened before. The first one didn't happen. By mashing A there, we can just kind of, go up fast. It's really cool.
Yep.
Alright, I didn't get flung through the loop. Let's go.
Well, I'm kind of sad you don't get more points of that.
I mean, you're supposed to wait for it so you get, 800. I mean, it's supposed to be, a thing that's not that hard to time.
Right. But still, I wish. Oh well. Can't have it all, I suppose.
Yep.
Alright. So now it's time for the one route stage that I actually kind of know decently well. Or at least I used to. Headquarters is what I like to call the better Death Chamber. They share very similar designs and assets, except the major difference is that there is a giant beetle that goes around and attacks you whenever you're in its line of sight for too long. That beetle used to scare me as a child, and it's one of the reasons why I didn't finish Dark Story for a very long time.
Well, that's very a lot, honestly, with people not appreciate because of this heckin' beetle.
Yeah. It's not even that far in either, so that's like doubly annoying.
Yeah.
Alright, so this is where Rouge
Get
picks up-
bodied! Sorry, Omochao got destroyed.
Yeah, Omochao is kind of a pain in everyone's side because of the fact that he makes it so that you can't pick up hints while you're talking. His dialogue takes priority and he thinks he is so important. So whenever you get the chance, make sure you put him in his place and have him get hit by something.
Why do I suck? Why do I not know exactly where this is already? Please somebody tell me why I suck.
What was the piece?
Oh, huge shadow room and I'm blind.
Oh yeah, it's in that box. I actually got it. In like in all stories run not the last one, but actually not in the last one. I don't remember.
No, this was in green room, wasn't it? This was totally in green room. I'm an idiot. As you can
Yeah.
see, I'm bad at Rouge. That is all.
Okay, so am I.
So are we all sometimes. Oh, this makes sense, guys. Look at this. There's like 3 triangles there. Get it?
Yeah, a lot of the piece hints make sense, but there are some that are questionable with their logic. Like this one makes sense. It's in the red room and it's partially it's an Eggman symbol that's partially covered by shadow.
And not
then
the
like
hedgehog.
the character, but yeah, it's covered by a shadow of the pillar. And yeah, that's why it's called Semi-Dark Eggman, because it is a semi-dark and it is Egg.
Yep. Oh no, 140. That means that you don't know what you're doing.
Perfect, like me.
It doesn't mean that I got that RNG. It just means I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but it happens. I'm definitely not as
Okay.
practiced at Dark Story as I am at Hero Story. Because I don't play it as much.
So this is the
So flubs are more likely to happen. So if you like epic speedrun fail compilations or something along those lines, I guess you'll enjoy me playing Dark Story more. So I probably won't fail all that much more than Rouge Ages.
Yeah. Yours is the most dependent on knowing what you're doing, and if you don't, then it's a very big chore.
Yeah, and like we said earlier, there's about 100 pieces or that 100 pieces per stage that you gotta memorize. So it's a lot of memorization. I've been trying, but I'm not quite there yet. I just happened to get like 3 pieces that 2 pieces that I didn't know in a row, which is unfortunate. 'Cause I know a decent chunk of that stage now.
I did at one point as well, but again, if you haven't done it in a while, then you will forget.
This is the hover. It's broken for Eggman just like it was for Tails.
Yeah, it works effectively the same way. Eggman and Tails are pretty much the same, except for Eggman's cannon is on the side, while Tails is on the front. Eggman gets different upgrades than Tails slightly, and yes, that's about where the differences end.
Yeah. I was supposed to get that 10 ring box to get my power sneakers here, but I didn't.
Oh, well. Guess we're just gonna go without. You got extra life instead, so that's not too bad.
So I'd like to point out Big the Cat when he appears. But we got an auto scroller. This is like the last one we're gonna take with Big Man here. I think. Not any more that I can think of that we take. There's more that exist. We just don't deal with them.
Yeah.
Oh, there's Big the Cat. Look at him. Look at him in the top left. Oh, he's on the left. Oh, there he goes. Bye. He's efficient in space. The most efficient use of your time, because we all know that's where all the big space fish live.
Yep.
In space. I'd be pretty mad if the big space fish did not live in space. I feel lied to.
Yeah, Big makes a cameo appearance in most of the stages in this game. Some of them are actually Dreamcast exclusive though. I don't know why they removed him, and he's entirely not in the GameCube version, so that was kind of rude.
Yeah. Sometimes there's a ring instead of him. Sometimes ring attacks are better on GameCube because of this. So there's that. I'm pretty sure Death Chamber, for instance, has a big ring. So we're gonna play the game. I'm gonna go for a front for pause over here. I'm not even going to hover at all. I'm just gonna miss it entirely, and then I'm going to continue to miss it a few times. All right, guys. We can all go home now. I'm bad at pause hovers. I've lost my touch. Pause hovers were the only thing I was good at this game. Yeah. Oh God. Jesus Christ. What's happening? Yeah, we're skipping upgrade. Oh no, not a bomb. Man, this weapon's bed is already garbage. We're not even out of the gate. No, really, like I'm dead. Like actually. I fell a pause hover so hard that I died. This is really bad. No!
You can make that without a pause hover too.
Yeah, I know, that's the problem. What is happening to my hands?
It's too early in the morning.
Yeah. Or for me, too late at night.
Yeah.
Not like I live anywhere that like has backwards time. I just have a backwards sleep schedule. It's my bedtime.
Okay. Yeah. So normally Eggman picks up a upgrade that allows him to destroy metal bosses, but you don't really need it to beat the game unless you're doing 180 emblems.
Yep, it's pretty cool.
Tails also has the same upgrade, but again, you don't really need it because you skip most of Eternal Engine where it would be used.
Yep. There are also some power seekers. Saves like a second. Those power seekers definitely made up for all those deaths. The death and all of the messing up.
Shout out to speeches.
Shout out to power seekers. Alright, 141. That's not good. Not like I was gonna follow that up with a butt, but I'm not. That's just not good. But hey, oh yeah, at the end we did satellite jump. There's actually a collision above that satellite. It's funny. Because it's really far above it. I don't know why, but it is. And it sure exists.
Hey, man, you won't get away with this.
This is Tails. We're gonna beat him up.
Yeah.
Ha!
It's pretty much the same as the Eggman fight. It's just you change positions.
Well, actually, it's quite different.
So close.
It's the same concept, but like...
It's the same concept, yeah.
Yeah, you got Eggman's cannons off to the side, and Tails is generally significantly more aggressive and whatnot.
Yeah.
So, either way, it's a pretty decently easy fight. But the strat's a little bit different. Instead of walking forward and mashing the button, you instead circle around him and press the button every once in a while.
Yep.
So this is Security Hall. This stage exists.
This stage is infamous for a lot of people for being one of the worst ruse stages in the game because you have pieces that can be in the safes, and the only way to get on said stage is to go to the top and hit switch. It takes a pretty decently long time.
Yeah, it's great. But great, I mean awful.
Getting a safe piece is bad, getting two safe pieces is often worse.
Speaking of safe pieces, I didn't activate yellow safes before I started. So normally what you would do is because there are like more chances for a piece to spawn in yellow safes, pretty sure it just has the most pieces, you would activate this switch before you start a run, and that would serve to let me get into the one piece that I just got, or a lot of other pieces that are in the yellow safes.
It's pretty painful.
Yep. 3 cylinders. I think this is gonna be not where I want it to be. This is gonna be a blue piece, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Heck. So we're gonna high-pick the cat.
Shut up, bitch.
That's the cat. Do that. Not gonna work better for us. We
I'm not sure why he's down there. I'm like, I don't know how they expect you to see.
Yeah, I don't know. He's pretty hidden.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
That's kind of the point in the end. So now we're gonna go over here instead.
Alright, so that was Security Hall, and unfortunately, that is all the time I have. So I'm just going to be flying solo for the rest of this run, but I'm sure that you can handle it. I have the utmost faith, and good luck with the rest of your run, my dude.
Thank you for co-commenting, even if it wasn't, you didn't have time for the whole thing, and yeah.
Yeah, no problem. I wish you the best of luck in Medspace, and good luck with the rest of the run.
Oh, thank you very much.
No problem.
This is Flying Dog. He exists. The aviary pooch here is just gonna fly around. We're gonna hit him on the head, and then we're gonna go into this corner here. All right, it's pretty cool. He's gonna target us with spin kick over here. We're gonna go back into the corner. I'm gonna repeat process again, and then hit him on the head one last time or miss entirely. This flying dog can't be destroyed. So, aviary pooch just got destroyed. Hot dog, aviary pooch, whatever you want to call him. He's got some names. This is White Jungle. This level suck. So, I'd explained earlier that in Green Forest you get flung off things a lot. Yeah, that happens here too. So, we're gonna try to not have it happen, but sometimes the game just doesn't like me and I fly everywhere and then die. That's no fun. Nobody likes that. It's also really slow. So we're gonna go up here, and we're gonna go into this tunnel here. This tunnel sucks. This tunnel is really easy to lose all of your speed in, because if you try to charge a spin dash on walls, it just doesn't like it. So as you can see here, the game just decided it'd be really funny if it flung me directly into the sky. There wasn't really anything I could have done about that. That's unfortunate. I was supposed to use my hover frames to get all the way up there, but I just wasn't. I didn't. So we're gonna go over here. And apparently fly over the spring because game is well made. And so now the game's gonna fling me into the sky again. We're gonna spin dash down this way, and we're going to storage into the spring. Let's get over these springs. Now we're gonna spin dash jump into this spring. Skips the light shoes or air shoes. What do they call them for? I think it's air shoes. Just fast, because don't really need them all. So now we're gonna go over here, jump up here. That skips going around. We're gonna finish the stage in just over a minute 50.
Here we go. That wasn't so hard.
Hey, that's...
Blue hedgehog
So we got
again,
this
of
the
all
cutscene
places.
again.
I found you.
I hope you like the cutscene.
Baker, I think you're the thick hedgehog around here. You're comparing yourself to me? Ha! You're not even good enough
I'll
to
make
be
you
my
eat those
friend.
words.
He really interrupts him there.
You can't get away this time. There's
So
only
we're gonna beat him
one
up.
real son.
Starts a little bit different.
Bring it on.
Just stay behind him and homing attack him. Although sometimes he just doesn't like you. right now. Please stop.
No time to hang out with the likes of you.
He's gone now. So we're gonna play Route 280. Route 280 is like if Route 101 was like somewhat difficult. By that I mean they would like put holes in the ground and one wall. So, Rooster's car looks a very specific object, and it's not that. So we're gonna be driving backwards here too, because we can. Oh, I hit a car, that's really slow. So if you just aren't going fast enough, you will get your stuff reversed back to not being backwards. Or if you aren't alternating enough, various things. But I'm pretty determined to stay backwards. Because if I'm not straight, why does the car get to be? That did not work very well. I was trying to turn backwards. It didn't work. Don't worry, I have an idea of where I can do it again. That's not where we're doing it again. Alright, so apparently my desire to drive backwards is being punished by whatever deity these car stages have. I don't even know. ID 121, I think that's probably the kart racing deity. He's good at these stages, something like that. So that balloon sometimes, I just don't have enough rings approaching it and I don't get the boost. But this time, I actually played the level somewhat proper despite spinning out twice. Again, if you have any donations, now would be a good time to read them. My car is in the floor. Don't worry about it. It's normal. These stages were programmed. So now, we're finishing off this stage. So if you don't get sub 3, you know that you really, really didn't do it that well. So we're gonna be playing Skyrail. The stage is pretty cool, I've heard. From myself. I like this stage a lot. It's actually really fun. We're gonna be skipping like half of it too, so that's pretty cool. The stage can actually be completed in under a minute.
Spotted at 11 o'clock.
Copy that. I'm in pursuit.
So we're gonna go over here. We're gonna take this rocket. And I'm gonna hit this checkpoint because I want to be safe. Just in case, you never know, things can happen. Although I am pretty consistent at this stage. So by jumping off those pumpkins, you skip like half the stage. It's great. You're not supposed to hit those speed pads, you're actually supposed to spin dash, but unfortunately, I hit them. So I got a 52. That's pretty okay for me. And yeah, there you go. That's Skyrail. It's done already. It's a quick fast. It's a quick fast.
Maybe I didn't try hard enough.
It's a fun quick fast, in fact. So this is that golem is different than the here golem in that we aren't doing super punches. We're instead shooting him. That's pretty different. So we're gonna keep doing that. There he goes. So you can like shoot during the cutscene because we hit some of the boxes. This map space is such really just being. Diagonal missile launch pad, I'll take it. Could be worse first pieces in the hole. So we're gonna try to skip the upgrade because we don't actually need it. There we go, we did it. We can actually escape that on its gravity. You're not supposed to be able to, but you can. This level was programmed. I keep saying that, but it's true. You gotta believe me. Floating platform of the gravity meteorite. Woo. We're gonna go back down here now. So we are gonna get the upgrade today. Container without an opening. Not at the top. Please, just give me this. Get bodied, oh Michelle. Worth it. See, I was trying to spin kick from the bottom there. Almost just called me a bully because a bomb blew up on me. If that's not mean, I don't know what is. Yeah, you can actually do a spiral upper or a spin kick rather from below that one. And you can get it, but sometimes you just don't know where you are. And you don't know how to do it properly, so you just don't. That's a 128. Could be worse.
How is that? Perfect? Like me?
Yeah, that's mad space. That's the last reach stage. I'm gonna have to agree with that. Omochao is the real bully. He doesn't let you hear hint monitors.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my emerald?
That's a good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time. Hand over those master emeralds. Give them to me.
So I'm gonna beat up Knuckles now, because he's mean.
I have no choice.
That's not what you're supposed to do there. I actually legit just messed up my inputs. That's really bad. Actually, I just completely beefed everything.
Witness my power. Take this.
Take this. He's trying to like shock me with lightning.
Witness my power. Take this.
There you are. So normally what you're supposed to do is actually just take him out before any of this happens, like I did with Rouge, but I just kind of messed up instead of doing that properly. So we're not doing that apparently. Over here, you jerk.
Now witness my power.
No. Jeez. Oh my god. Why is this happening right now? Please help me. Thank you! So, I probably would have invested a restart, but, you know, I've actually know how to kill him sometimes, but today was not sometimes. So yeah, because I accidentally did a spin kick somehow, despite holding up, just up, instead of, like, spinning my joystick, I just held up. And didn't jump and kicked. So I wasted a ton of time. It's like ball for 30 seconds lower. So this is Gauss Ball. We mentioned earlier that hover jumping lets you get more height. This actually is the one exception to the rule. This one stage here. If you ever jump to this stage, you're going to be getting less height than normal. So you do want to actually let your full jump come out before you start hovering. If you want to get the most height possible. It's really easy to lose like all of your momentum in the stage. And losing all your momentum is not good. So, I'm going to go over here, right? I'm going to do this. So remember auto-scrollers? Hack them. Hack them to heck. So I hope you all, wow, those were half words. I hope you like hovering because we're going to be doing that for like some minutes. Like, this is giant donation fodder if you have any to read. I've really got nothing to talk about. Let me take that as a no. Yeah, we're just going. Good Eggman stage casually. Huh. I don't know if I've ever heard that one. Well, people don't really have a favorite Eggman stage most of the time. I don't want to get too close to the tube because it'll like mess up my camera. And there we go.
That was too close.
This is Tales 2. You really like mech treasure hunting. Dude, treasure hunting is like really fun. Mech stages are hit and miss with me. Depends on the stage. Yeah, that was a save, by the way. We just kind of didn't play any of it. That's just an audio, which if you get hit while you're like hovering, you just kind of keep the hover sound effect. Weird. So I got Final Chase. We're gonna play it. So we're gonna jump off here, go over this way, pause, hold A. Read that cancel. No, like. I got sniped! I got bodied! Into the next dimension. Shadow doesn't exist in this realm anymore. He's just gone. He's out of here. Okay, this just happened. That's not supposed to happen. But it happened anyways. Don't do that. So this is happening. Please don't die. Oh, I died. Sometimes you just get flung into the air there, and there's not really anything I can do about that. Sometimes you get flung into the air far enough away that you don't, you know, get bodied, or close enough that you land back on. But you know, sometimes the game just really doesn't like you. It doesn't want to treat you nice. Doesn't want to take you out for a nice dinner. Just wants to bully you. And bullying is not nice. There we go. Now we're up here. We'll go for a skip known as Don't Chase Me Skip. See if I get it. Could be hard. It's mini skip because it's not that big. Alright, so I'm definitely not getting this. So let's skip this whole section here that I'm playing now. You just have to not play it. Or rather, you'd not have to play it. It'd be really fast and cool, but no. Game just didn't want to play nice. If I didn't want to play nice, my inputs didn't want to play nice. My hands are mean creatures. This is the end of Shadow. We're gonna go to this, and then we're going to hold down left. And then we're going to hold up. We're gonna stop holding up. And voila, we finished. What a stage. It's done.
That wasn't so hard.
Alright, Shadow. Time for me to finish it.
Alright. So this is Sonic. He's gonna die. Bop. Well, that happened. He's supposed to be dead now, but I messed up. So now he's using my chaos control. There we go. 30 flat. That was a really bad Dark story, but oh well. We're going to keep playing the video game. Yeah, so we're going. There's one more story after this. It's called Last Story. So this song is like actually like, interestingly enough, very, very polarizing. You either love it or you hate it. I just think that like, it exists. So I guess maybe it's not quite as polarizing as I made it out to be. Yeah, we're just watching cutscenes. Any donations to me? Go ahead. Like we do not have any donations to read. This is my favorite part of the song. Cause like this is where it's all picked up. Like it's got the full instrumental and it's got like the song singing. Some people like the singing. Some people don't like the instrumental. That was the chair. It has a slidey seat. It like goes forward, and then if you're not sitting on it, it'll go back. So if I sit up, it'll like go back. So yeah, we have new those were words. No, new 4-player mode stuff. So now we got Last Story. Let's go. So we gotta beat Cannon's Core. We're going to go. So instead of taking an auto scroll, we're going to not. Because you don't have to with that one. There we go, we got him. Now we're gonna go to the Eggman section. So remember when I said that we weren't going to take any more auto scores? I forgot about this one. This one exists. I have to take it. I tried to shoot an enemy early. Whether or not I killed him, I don't know yet. I'll find out in a bit. In fact, you can actually kill both of them. So we'll see in just a second. Nope, I killed neither. I'm gonna wait for that to open. So we're gonna go over this way. There's gonna be one of these boys floating up, and we're going to sit on. Now we're gonna go in here. Again, just continue along with the stage, all that. So instead of like going carefully at all, we're just gonna like fall. Why would I go careful when I can just not? There we go. So, we're going to go up here and hit a switch. That's not the direction I wanted to move, but it's okay. I'm smart. So that's the switch they want us to hit to let go. Open that. And now we can drain the liquid. Here's why everybody's working together. That's because basically after the end of the story, the space colony is going to go crash into the Earth and try to kill everyone. Like, everyone on the planet. Like, everybody. Like, this thing's actually taken its own conscience because of the Bile-Lizard. And it is going to try to destroy the entire planet. And murder every human in existence. That's not good. So we're like, Eggman's just like, dude, I can't rule anybody if they're all dead. Screw that. And so he's helping us now. Until he doesn't. So, I'm bad at this clip out. There we go. This lets us skip the whole section here. Instead of playing it. Because it's faster. So we gotta play Sonic. Hey, I got an infinite time stop. That's faster the second. This very specific action. Now I don't want it anymore because it's slow. So, here we go. We're gonna fall down to the end of this section. Also, if you're curious, yeah, this really does look like a Lost World Ruins things. Because it is. In fact, there's a Master Emerald altar here. It's pretty cool.
Yes!
Why not destroy the other half of the moon? Because that's less epic. So now we have Bile-Lizard. So get your huts in the chat, please. Like HUT. I missed up. Let's hope that doesn't continue to happen, because that'd be really bad. So I need actually the right positioning, angle, and height, as well as a decent mashing speed for this. So there's a lot of factors going in here. Good mashing can make up for a less than stellar angle and position, but it's not going to save you from everything. So that's what really helps me out. Am I in too low? This is bad. Please stop. I can actually still technically get up there, but it's really an awkward angle that you have to hold to do so. So, fight's just not going good. Of all the fights to not go good, this one's probably one of the worst. Alright. Good stuff. Definitely meant to not do this properly. This is a real shame. There we go. One more of these. That's unfortunate. This is probably the longest cycle for that to happen on. Oh, we did it. Okay. Nah, I'm just bad at the angle. I'm actually matching just more than enough. Okay. That was a really unfortunate fight, but made it through, so that's okay.
Get out, you ugly prototype.
So we're coming up on the end of the run. The last fight. Can feel the ooh, looks like we came back for more. Yeah. That was so powerful it made me stop singing really poorly, and I bet you all appreciate that.
Now it's up to you, Sonic.
Shadow, you need redstone. Let me give it a try.
Put you right back where you can. Living, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Living by the word of yesterday. Living mine, if you die or if you follow. Living mine, you may never find your way. Oh yeah.
Shadow, how's your ring energy? Before you defeat it, make sure to change places to collect more rings.
Yeah. Now you face down on the floor. Oh. Save your sorrow. You've been betrayed. What?
Can you both hear me? The Earth is close to the Earth. Please,
Dude, I love when this happens. Let's go.
Did you really think you had a chance?
Alright, so we beat him. That time, oh, I forgot to say this time, yeah. Forgot about that whole timing thing. Who does that in 2018? Yeah, that's me. Unfortunately, I would have liked to save 5 more minutes over the current situation because of reasons, but unfortunately, Emblem Skip just kind of crashed. So I couldn't do that. But thank you all for watching. I'm just gonna bet we didn't make it. The donation incentive. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, everybody. For sticking around. And Shadow's dead.
This is what you wanted, right? This is my promise I made to you.
The game ends.